So someone told you that they're self-isolating in Queensland.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
yeah. Like while I was in the middle of working and stuff.
Well, as long as it's not in the Sunshine Coast, that'll be good. I'll be happy if it's not there because that's where I'll be.
Yeah.
Up in Noosa, bro. But but you know, and it's only old people that live out there. But apparently, it isn't a big deal over there at the moment because they're not freaking out the way they are down here for some reason. Apparently,
Okay.
like especially on the Sunshine Coast. So they're all chill. I mean, they're a bunch of old people in heaven's waiting room anyway.
Yeah.
in
yeah.
Noosa, so they're kind of just like, yeah, no, this is all good, you know.
What a way to
I've
say
had a
that.
good life, you know. It's like, you know, because that's the thing.
Yeah.
I was just thinking, like, yeah, if it did hit there, you know, just old people,
Yeah.
old inhabitants, they just, you know, just wipe them out, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, but no, today we was really just, you know, cleaning up, getting stuff done, whatever that needed to be done before we leave.
Yeah.
tomorrow
Fair
morning,
enough.
So you know,
Fair enough. Yeah.
but
Just the cleanups and
yeah,
everything.
pretty much, yeah. So what did you
Yeah.
get up to today?
Just did some more hard labouring. You know,
Nice.
got up at 6 a.m.
Damn, boy.
Didn't finish till like what was it 5 p.m.
5 o'clock. Yeah, yeah. We
Yeah.
had to push this episode back a bit, bro.
Yeah,
You
because
know,
it's been grinding. Been doing
getting that hitter.
yeah.
you know.
Did about 3 deliveries.
I respect
today,
the hustle. I just
so-
want to see that muscle, Daddy. 3 deliveries.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Damn.
yeah, 3 deliveries. It was not fun. I don't know. It was all right.
Of what?
Well, the first load was already in his truck, so you know,
Right.
at 6 a.m. So
Okay.
we drove off and we went to, I think it's a new place. Maybe it's already been a place, but there's a place opening up. It's like a kids' play center thing called Flip Out, I think.
Flip out.
Yeah.
Perfect for your kids to just flip the fuck out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's being built right now, and we had like stuff for the construction people to
Oh,
use.
okay.
So
Flip
we
out.
had
That sounds
frames.
like Jump Deck or Rush or one
Kinda.
of those kind
It
of
sounds
things.
like it's going to be like that. I saw a bunch of slides and stuff that's going to
yeah,
be
okay.
there, so, I
just
was
a
like,
big
all right.
a big kids
Yeah.
entertainment.
Yeah,
indoor
that's what it looks
place,
like.
Yeah.
And it's kind of in a shopping center area.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, we had a bunch of like frames and cabinets and stuff to bring in for them as well, and big lettering and stuff. Anyway, that took ages to do.
Do you hear that?
It's a possum.
Possum. Oh, okay. Can you still hear it?
I heard it for a second, but
Okay.
we're keeping this bit in. No.
I reckon. Welcome to Podcast Land.
Welcome to the
This
podcast.
is episode 3 of The Skeptic and the Dude. What a way to just,
Yeah, what a way! Yeah,
you know, way to
what a
open.
way to just like
You know, I mean,
stop us in our tracks from talking.
Here we
to
have been
possum.
chatting for six minutes, and we forgot to say hello to you guys. Welcome. As you can see, we got some
Forgot you guys were
some
there.
decent lights in now.
Yes,
you know,
new lighting, so
New lighting.
better quality.
That's it. And that's what we're about on this show. You know, getting the best of the best.
Yeah, and
You
you
know.
know, hopefully we'll fix that mic problem that we had in the last one. We can't
Yeah,
deny that
I
there
mean,
was a
there
problem.
was a little bit of an issue. I mean, like you probably definitely noticed towards the end there was a bit of an echo between
yeah.
our microphones. We later found out it was because Joel over here had his microphone. The gain was too high.
Yeah,
So,
but not just that, but it didn't help that I was leaning into it
Yeah, that's right.
as well.
Joel was
So,
a lot closer to the mic
I guess I wasn't
than I
thinking,
was.
I wasn't
But
thinking
yeah,
too much
that's
because I was
okay,
very
man. It was our
exhausted.
first time using the microphone.
Yeah,
You were tired as fuck.
yeah.
Doing
I still
labouring.
am, but
Yeah.
at least I know what to look out
That's
for
it.
this time.
That's it.
Hopefully that didn't affect people's listening
experience.
too
Yeah.
much because it sounds alright through like out loud, but when you got headphones on, you can really notice it. It's weird, but I don't know.
Oh, well.
Hopefully the content just won.
Well, hopefully this one isn't echoing right now as you finally when you're listening to this.
That'd be a funny.
I mean,
I
we're-
should make it echo.
We're just for shits and gigs.
No, but
So,
it won't be. It won't be like the mic echo. It'll be like an actual reverb echo.
Yeah.
So it sounds like we're like, you know, on stage. And
So we're filming this. This is Friday, the 20th of March.
yeah.
So you know, we're filming this now. We're going to film an emergency episode next, our first emergency episode, because
Just in
someone
case.
won't be here tomorrow,
Yeah.
and,
or
won't be here till at least later next week. So
yeah, and
you
just
know.
in case, like, if you get quarantined or something, we've got an emergency episode. Or what do you reckon you'd do in that situation?
if I get quarantined while I'm in Queensland,
and if I get
think
quarantined as well,
that's it. Let's see.
we can always
we could
try
do like an online type thing, maybe.
Discord.
Yeah.
We could,
Or-
it's like a better Skype You can
Yeah.
use that kind of thing.
Oh, we're gonna get Brad, working with us pretty soon. Maybe you could do an episode with him, and we introduce Brad to the show. That could be.
Well, I wouldn't be able to
that
do
could
that
be
if I was in
fun.
quarantine, but
Oh, that's true. Well, maybe more. Well, I'm thinking. I don't think the quarantine thing's likely to happen because,
It might.
I'm just feeling it's more likely than you being quarantined that I just won't be able to get home.
yeah,
So, and if you were in quarantine, it's not like you're in absolute lockdown. You can leave your house. It's just not.
yeah.
Actually, that'd be
They-
funny though. We have
yeah.
it. I'm just thinking. Yeah, you and Brad are just gonna hang out here while I'm gone. I've got a house sitter here, by the way. So actually, maybe I should let you, and you can do a podcast with her. Name's Ashley. She might.
Like, hey, you want to do this
If
podcast?
we're that desperate, but
No,
but
it'd
yeah.
be right.
hmm.
Yeah, but yeah, nearly died.
But anyway, that's a next week. That's a potential next week problem. So
yeah,
But that's.
Yeah.
But yeah.
yeah.
But so yeah, back
Nearly-
onto
nearly
what you were
dead.
talking about before. Your
Oh,
manual labour.
okay,
Your labour
yeah.
work. Yeah. What was-
Yeah.
Before we were interrupted by that rude possum.
Yeah. So, the second delivery that we did
Yeah.
was, I'm just trying to remember. Okay, yeah, it was like a kitchen, kind of kitchen stuff, so like cabinets for kitchens and sinks and stuff, for a Japanese mountain retreat that's
Yeah, okay.
opening up soon. Sounds like it's going to be expensive.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was interesting because it was like in the middle of kind of nowhere in the mountains, and then I had to like guide this truck into the right place, like through all the bends and curves, and try and make sure he doesn't go off mountain, run into things, break the bamboo
Shit,
that was
man.
around. Yeah, and all that stuff. So that was stressful, and then we unloaded that, and then we had to go to another place, pick things up, more cabinets and stuff. But this time it was like flat packed. I think that's what you call it.
Okay. Yeah.
So it was, but there was like 6 pallets filled, and some of them were double pallets,
Shit.
and then that's what took forever. And I was in Greensboro at that time,
Yeah. Okay.
so
Fuck.
on the other side of town,
Yeah.
basically.
So when you said that, I should be finishing around 2 o'clock, then you're like, hey man, listen, I won't be finishing up till 5 p.m. That was because you finished at 2. Okay, now I got to drive the way back home.
Yes.
Is that kind of how it went? Yeah.
Yes, that's pretty
Yeah.
much what happens because it was like about an hour and a half drive there,
Yeah,
and an
yeah,
hour and a
yeah.
half drive back.
No, that's fair.
So that was stressful. But yeah,
God damn, man.
yeah, I'm pretty knackered from
Mm.
all that. And
Yep.
there's a lot of moving and a lot of lifting and all that kind
A
of
lot
stuff.
of running around and stuff, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, well, at least you're better than you were yesterday.
yeah, exactly.
I mean, so we're about to reveal Joel's sickness.
yeah, my sickness.
Mm.
It's not coronavirus.
Although the
Hold
lady at
your goddamn horses.
chill
not-
the fuck out.
Chill out. It's
But
not.
no,
It's not coronavirus.
yesterday, before we were meant to film this episode yesterday,
Yeah.
and also the emergency episode, but it's okay, we're doing it now, and I probably should be packing for Queensland, but hey man, I'm only going for a few days, hopefully a few days. That's a tonight problem, even though
Yeah.
what time is it now? Okay, it's almost 7 p.m. But I mean, yeah. So yesterday we decided we'd go to the pub,
Yes.
a place called the Rish, as the kids
The
call
Rish,
it. Oh, movie
the
recorded. Stop
Irish.
talking. Keep
That's
telling the
right.
story.
So yeah, we decided to meet up at the Irish and have a pub feed. And, be nice and all dandy.
That's
But yeah, I had a little incident at the Irish.
an incident with the devil's juice,
Yeah.
and it wasn't beer. It wasn't alcohol. Alcohol
wasn't
wasn't the devil's
alcohol,
juice.
yeah.
Interesting in this case. Yeah.
So the idiot I am, I didn't eat anything in the morning, and then I didn't realize it was going to be a hot day, so it was about 30 degrees or something. So it was a hot day. I hadn't eaten anything, and then while I was waiting at the bus stop because my bus was taking forever to come, I decided to get a Monster energy drink. Get the boost up
course.
because I didn't sleep properly the
The
last night.
cornerstone of every American breakfast.
Yeah, exactly. But I didn't sleep properly the night before, and I thought, that'd be pick me up. So I had that, and then the bus finally came. Like I don't know how many, half an hour later.
Yeah.
Something like that. And then I'm just thinking about I'm gonna have a good time at the Rish. Order some food, and then I just completely forgot about the fact that I had the energy drink. So when I got to the Irish where I met Brandon, ordered some food, got myself a beer, and thought, oh yeah, this is nice, and then started drinking the beer.
Yep. I'm telling him a story, and then
He's
I
just talking to me.
noticed Joel is suddenly starts going. I'm thinking, oh,
Yeah, I put my finger
he's
up
about
like
to
I'm-
tell me something important, so I better
Yeah.
get the end of my story. And I thought, hang on, this looks like it can't wait. What is it, Joel? What could you possibly have to tell me right now that's more important than this story I'm telling you right now? You know?
Yeah,
And he goes, Brandon,
I'm about to faint or pass out.
yeah, I really feel like I'm about to faint. I'm like, wait, yeah? For real? I thought you were
Yeah.
about to tell me, look over my shoulder, there's a
There's
you know,
a serial killer about
exactly,
come for you.
or maybe not so much that, but you know, there's a monkey juggling, you know, behind me. There's an elephant balancing on a gym ball, you know, it's something
to
like
look.
that.
It's famous people.
In fact, and it would have been better if it was something like that.
Yeah,
So
I would have
you know,
preferred that to happen. To
wouldn't
be
we
honest.
all? Yeah.
But,
So
Yeah, what happened in that moment? Like Brandon was talking to me, and then all of a sudden, everything just kind of felt like white noise. I don't know if that made sense. Everything kind of turned into background noise.
he entered the quantum realm again. It's a reference from episode 2 where he
Yeah.
entered the quantum realm. It
Yeah.
basically happened again. He just you explained like
without
this.
the
You were like,
nitrous oxide.
yeah, that's
So-
it. Yeah.
It just called me,
And you just felt very present,
yeah,
and everything just all of a sudden
yes,
slowed
yeah.
down.
Yes, that was pretty much what happened.
Yeah.
I felt very present. Everything slowed down, and I was like, "Whoa!" And I could really feel it in my face.
Yeah.
I felt very lightheaded, and I don't know if you've ever felt like you're gonna pass out before, but you can kind of feel it. And I just had that sensation, and I started freaking out about it.
Yeah.
And then it just kept getting worse and worse from there. So we ended up going to like the medical.
That's it. The
Center or
medical center. Just
Yeah.
yeah.
And then I had to get a blood test. So
Mm.
in case you're thinking, you probably didn't
This
see it
boy's
anyway.
shooting up.
I'm shooting up, mate. Nah. It was a blood test.
Yeah. And you didn't bother going to get that checked out today because you're like,
I'm getting
"Oh,
it checked. I'm getting it checked out tomorrow.
mate." Okay. Yeah,
but
cool.
no, it's because I had a job to do
Yeah,
today.
yeah, that's right.
Or if I wasn't
Should be right,
good
mate.
enough, I would.
But yeah,
obviously
if you were
wouldn't have done
feeling faint, yeah, but you started feeling better, which is good.
it. Yeah.
But
which
now
I'm
let's
happy
tell them about what happened when we entered the medical center. Thought that was more interesting.
Yeah, with this whole coronavirus thing going on. As soon as I entered, like we don't know what it is. Like I could be having a heart attack.
That's it.
We-
So
we
it's
never
a
know.
it's a like your average kind of emergency. You walk in and you're like, yeah. I just come in. I'm like, hey, my buddy here's feeling like he's about to faint.
Yeah, and I
And
look
the
like I'm
lady-
about to faint too.
And the
So-
lady behind the counter goes, oh no, if he's got coronavirus in him, so no, you
No, she's
can't
like,
be here.
if
She's
you
like,
got the flu, don't come in here. Get out.
yeah,
Like immediately.
that's it. Yeah.
And
like-
I just butted in.
And
And
she's
I was
like, you have to book an appointment. They're like, no, I just told you he's about to pass that.
yeah,
fuck
no,
out.
yeah, and
you know.
I like butt in straight away.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, it's not the flu. It's nothing coronavirus related. I
Mm.
mixed drinks by accident, and I don't know what's happening to me right now, and I feel like I'm about to pass
I'm
out.
very
And she
sick.
kept like pushing the coronavirus thing on me.
Yeah, she goes, okay, have you been in contact with anyone? You've been overseas?
You had
all
any
this kind of-
coughs? You had
I
any
guess fair enough.
sneezes?
That's kind of thing you got to do now. But I'm like, but look, you know, these things. It's
But like,
just
imagine if I had the
emergency
heart
type things.
attack, like right
Yeah,
there.
imagine. Yeah, if you just collapsed.
Yeah, well,
like an emergency,
would
you know.
would they take me in because they think it's coronavirus still? You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
you never know. Yeah.
But yeah, and then
Oh,
when
well, I think if you collapsed, that would have been a bit different. But yeah, but the fact is, they're thinking like,
I
oh
don't know.
yeah, he feels faint. He's not going to, you know, all that kind of.
no, but it was pretty
But,
serious.
You
But
know, that's right.
and then when we saw the lady or whatever, she was just taking her time. I'm sitting in here
Oh,
like
that's
trying
right.
to
Yeah,
like
yeah,
keep
yeah,
myself
yeah,
up,
yeah.
like I'm freaking out, like
Yeah, yeah.
moving back and forth trying to keep myself up. She's just taking her time.
And
then-
talking to
Yeah. Started talking to this old
this
couple
nurse,
about hand
yeah.
sanitizer, about the
yeah,
coronavirus. I'm like,
sharing photos and that.
yeah, going,
what to
oh,
get.
that's 99% alcohol. Oh, that's pretty good. Let me take a photo of that so I can get that for myself. And I'm here trying to keep myself
just-
up, like just without just collapsing.
And
on the
here
ground.
I am, you know, the receptionist is like, all right, I need all of his details and enough. I'm like, all right, Medicare card, healthcare card.
Well,
all right,
actually, no, the
what's your,
healthcare
what's,
card,
what's your
the-
birthday and all that kind of shit.
Yeah, but she asked me for the Medicare card, right? And I was
Yeah.
like, "Do you need my healthcare card?" Like straight away, because I thought that you're gonna need that.
Right, yeah.
But she goes, "No, just the Medicare card." And then later, I had to get my healthcare card anyway.
yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
"Why am I?" I said this before I had to go in, and then
And she's like, all right, what's his address, phone number, and everything. I was like, I'm giving her all these details and stuff.
yeah, it's,
Thinking, you know.
but they kept asking me the coronavirus stuff, and then the next doctor I saw still asked me that thing. I'm like, how many times do I have to say it? I'm like, I had a Monster drink. She goes, Monster. What's a Monster? What's that? Can you explain to me what that is? Is that the coronavirus? I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, have you never heard of a Monster drink before? I was like, it's an energy drink. She goes, energy drink? Is that code for COVID-19? I was like, what the fuck, bitch?
That's it.
What are you? I'm gonna die. I'm like, what's going on? And then
So
she
it would have been
finally
a
got
different story if you had have, like, if you had have had the whole drink and ate the whole plate of chips, and then
I
you
probably
started
actually
thinking,
could have had a heart
yeah,
attack.
maybe
That probably
good
would. It
chance.
probably
Because
would've
see,
been
that's the
worse.
thing. See, like I've never done, well, I have, but I never will do it again. Because see, you've got an
A drink.
antidepressant
Yeah. Well, yeah.
that's counteracting the effects.
Of a depressant. Is that what alcohol
No,
would
no,
be?
no. Alcohol's the antidepressant,
Oh, is it?
and
Oh,
then
okay.
and then the but yeah, that's to, that slows your heart rate down and
Yep,
everything.
yep.
But then you're
Mixing something that speeds
mixing
you
it
up.
with your caffeine, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's
So at the same time,
yeah, causes fucking heart attack. Fun fact, in case you didn't know that.
yeah.
I mean, I was I've only ever had it like once. I was at, because you got the Viagra drink,
yeah, that's weird that
and
they
it's
sell
like-
that, but they've
yeah,
got those
like
risks.
you want one too many of them.
Yeah, but I've seen people like get multiple of those in
Yeah.
one night, and shouldn't that be like a health thing?
You'd think so. Like there'd have to be a
It,
limit.
it doesn't sound like harmful, but then when you think about it, and there's cases, and then what happened to me,
That's it.
me
Yeah,
as
yeah,
well. It is pretty full on, and it's weird that they're selling, that kind of stuff
But yeah,
to drunk people,
Hmm.
already drunk people, so they wouldn't know any better.
yeah, because then you've got like, yeah,
Yeah,
it's bad.
yeah,
basically.
just be wary about what you're having in your drinks. Don't
Exactly.
Mix your
Well,
drinks.
that's right. You want to know what's fucking in it. When you
Yeah.
ask for a drink, you should definitely find out what's in it.
Yeah,
And it's
exactly.
go, yeah, get me that. At least on the menu of it.
Yeah,
But yeah, because like I don't think I'll ever drink a Viagra. This is just fucking death. It's just
Yeah.
death in a glass.
Isn't it like it's like mother mixed with vodka and stuff?
Something
isn't it?
like that, and a bunch of other shit.
And it's green.
Yeah. Because I was once at a mate, shout out to Zane Tinning. he he basically poisoned me this one night. Went to his house for prees before we went to this 18th last year, and I came in with like a 6-pack of Jack Daniels, and he goes, "You're not drinking that here, mate." And I thought, oh, because at the time he was living at at this heritage listed area, which used to be it was a German church.
Okay.
And I was thinking, oh, okay, I guess it must have something to do with it being a heritage listed area. And he's like, and he brings me inside, and then he brings out like a few cans of V, opens them, and then puts like a double shot of vodka in them. I didn't think anything at the time. Thought, oh yeah, this will be good. So I had one of those, and then he got us a Powerade. So I guess got some electrolytes, then mixed a bit of vodka with that for our travel on the way to the party. And by the time we got there, we were just absolutely fucking smashed, man. We were just,
Yeah, I bet.
I was feeling the tingling sensation.
Yeah.
I was feeling that for the whole night, and then and then I got home, and then a couple of days later I looked into it, like, what's the science behind what alcohol and energy drinks do to your body,
Yeah,
and it goes,
you
oh,
discovered-
it equals heart attack. I thought, oh,
Yeah.
wonderful,
You're like,
never fucking doing that again. So
Yeah.
but yeah,
Yeah, that was worrying, and I was worried that if I passed out, and if something happened, that you guys wouldn't know what I would have had on that day. So that's why I tried to make it as clear as possible on what I had, especially to the doctors. Even though they kept asking me about coronavirus, I was making it clear that I drank what I drank. So just in case if I do pass out, they've got the information to help me out or whatever. So that was an experience that's pretty freaky. But yeah, I don't know. I just found it quite odd that they just kept. Well, it's not odd that they're talking about the coronavirus. I get it, but at the same time.
yeah. Well, that's the thing. I mean, it's like any. I mean, it shouldn't have been anything out of the ordinary. I mean, like you've always it's a medical center. You got hospitals. You got that, like there's always going to be people coming in who are feeling unwell. But like I've heard people talking about like some of the celebrities who've got or whatever, and they'll talk about some of the symptoms. It's just it just feels like a common cold.
Yeah.
And I can understand. And some of them even say that it doesn't really feel like much. I've been positive for it, but it doesn't really feel like anything.
Yeah.
Like I feel
But I guess
relatively
it's,
okay.
It's
but because
bad.
of that uncertainty,
Yeah.
I can understand why people are. Because I think like in Melbourne, we went from like 16 cases of it up to 72 cases.
Yeah,
Of
and
people
it's
with
still
coronavirus,
increasing.
and it's still going up. Like I think in like New York City,
Yeah.
they have like a complete like it's a definite like quarantine because they've had like just so many cases over there
Yeah.
with it at the moment.
It's
funny how much
Australia,
there's-
haven't they? Now?
Sorry?
They've boarded Australia.
Yeah, that's it. All international flights. Yeah, I know more because then there's this woman on the radio today on 3AW, Neil Mitchell,
Yeah.
talking about how she's stuck in America right now
Yeah.
because of that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's fun. Quarantine sounds fun, doesn't it?
Exciting. In fact, a guy I went to school with, he's in Texas right now. I don't think he's able to come home.
Really? So
Yeah.
he's stuck there.
I think so. Pat Marinum, if you're watching this. But,
Yeah. You know, I've been looking at the news recently, and they've been talking about the self-isolating and quarantine and stuff, and even they're making that sound like it's a really bad thing. Like, I saw it, and they're, like, making it like as if people are going to suddenly get really depressed and everything, being in there, and I get it. But the way they're saying it, they're like, oh, we're social creatures, so we're going to be, like, in trouble that we're in self-isolation and quarantine. And, they're saying all these things. It just makes things worse, especially for the panic buying and everything else. They're just fueling
everywhere you
it.
look, it's just worse and worse. That's all.
The
that's all
media's
they're
just
throwing at
pushing
you.
it and pushing it, making
Yeah.
it worse. And for, like, the quarantine stuff, it does seem pretty, like, I don't know. I wouldn't say...
A reasonable kind of measure.
Yeah. But it shouldn't be something to be, like, freaked out about as well. If you get into quarantine, it's not the end of the world. Like, literally, this day and age is the best time to be in this situation.
Well, that's it. We got
'Cause
the
we've
internet.
got
We can still
everything.
connect to each other. People can work from home a lot better.
You can work from
nowadays,
home. Yeah, exactly.
You can contact people easily. This is probably the perfect. I mean,
It is.
it's the perfect time for it.
It is.
Yeah.
But it's fine. Like, if you're at home, it's fine. It's not like it's the end of the world.
Yeah.
And when I was at home the other day, camera just shut off.
Oh, I must have stopped recording.
That's all right.
That's. I hope that was the case.
Yeah, I hope that's
It's all good.
But anyway, the other day I was just going through Instagram, and I saw one of my favorite artists, John Mayer, having a little live stream, and I was like, all right, I'll jump on board that. And he was like hosting this live stream called Current Mood or something. I don't know if it's like a podcast. I can't remember what it was. I wasn't there for the starting, but I tuned into him talking about the coronavirus, and he was talking about like quarantine and what to do to keep people from being so anxious in quarantine and stuff. And I think more people should hear this, but what he said was, he's like, don't treat this like a holiday, but treat this like as an opportunity to do more things. So like, just so if you start exercising during this duration of being in quarantine for however long, you could come out of it being pretty fit, Or if you start like learning to cook, you can become really good cooking, or learn
Because you're having
or
more time to
you've
do
got time
things.
to do things.
That's right.
You've got time to like learn about yourself as well. You've got Netflix and
That's
everything.
it. Yeah,
so
you can keep yourself
you can-
entertained.
Yeah, exactly. And
It's just when
Yeah.
you stop doing all those things.
yeah.
You just got to
When
be
you
able
start
to
freaking
entertain
out,
yourself.
or if yeah. And also, one big thing that stood out to me was he spoke about the news, right?
Yeah.
He said, try to limit watching the news, because everyone's going to be glued to their screens waiting for those words to say we found a cure.
Yeah.
And the thing is, you're going to get disappointed every single time. So you can't watch the news for hours on
That's
end.
it. Yeah. And because all they want to do is just make you as worried as possible.
Yeah, exactly.
Like they got to make you
It's just going to keep you worried, and you're going to stay glued to the screen waiting for
we
it.
just got to stop the spread of panic.
Exactly. I
Which
think,
we've said.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like this podcast has really become.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's high time.
Yeah, it is.
kind of
But
thing,
it's
but,
the
you know,
main
let's-
topic that's every single day we
So
hear
like
about
you
it,
got the whole the comedy festival's been cancelled, all these things cancelled, and now it's I mean this is great for us. I mean, could you imagine if we
Oh, laptop's getting low. Yeah.
did you bring your charger?
Yeah.
Good boy.
I'll be able to charge it. It'll be
Good on
fine. It'll be all good. But yeah,
But yeah, because like now, I mean, I guess it's good for us because we can just do this from here. It's not like we're in the we're
well,
filming
we're
it in
dealing
like
with everything right now as well at the same time as everyone else.
yeah, that's right.
So people can relate, because it's we're dealing with everything just as much as everyone else. But try to limit the news as much as possible. I think what he said is to watch enough so you're informed.
Like this.
Yeah, exactly. Watch early enough
If
to
this
be
is informed.
informed on what's going on. Then
Yeah.
shut it off and do
That's
something
right.
else.
Yeah, exactly. No, we'll promise we won't make the emergency episode all about Corona
No,
talk.
no, it's
We're
not.
saving some really good stories
Yeah,
for that one.
yeah, this,
But, yeah.
that episode's going to be about lots of different stories and funny moments and whatever.
Oh, yeah. The Spaniard, Rafael Nadal.
Yeah.
He's saying that he's putting parents' minds at rest. 'Cause, at the moment, there's all these children who are all stranded at the Rafael Nadal Academy in Mallorca. So but he, because they've, is over there. They've, closed down so many things, and he's got all these kids from 42 different countries, all training here, and so he's basically just told everyone, look, it's all good, Papa Ruffers, gonna look after them. We got all this team of people who are all looking after your kids. Everyone's going to be good. I think even Natalie Portman put something up today about who was it? Amy Adams.
Yep.
And someone else had started like this thing for now that a lot of schools are kind of closing down and that, especially over in the US. That they can start doing this this learning thing from home or whatever.
Yeah.
Which that might work out being better than the education system. Who knows? That all.
It could. But
yeah.
Yeah.
And how about Donald Trump getting called racist for calling it the China virus?
Wait, what? What happened? Wait.
So he was talking about it the other day,
Yeah.
But the way he was referring to the coronavirus as the China virus.
Yeah.
And then there are all these people that were just freaking the fuck out,
Saying
so
it's
bringing
racist.
it, mate, saying that's racist. I'm thinking, but you're making it racist
Yeah.
by calling it that, by labeling it as that, because
Yeah.
just because something may have a double meaning doesn't mean
Yeah.
that's what's the intended thing, And I agree with Donald Trump on this point,
China virus does sound pretty bad. It does sound bad, but I also understand the other part of it, as in it does come from China.
Yeah. But
So,
it'd
you know,
be no
that's the
different calling it the say if it started in America, the American virus, the
Yeah.
US virus.
Yeah.
It's any but then again, but if you're pointing the fact out that it's that there's a racist thing, you're just looking at the racist part of it.
Yeah.
You're thinking about it. You're thinking about it in a racist light. So and what's funny is the Communist Party of China. They've been pumping out so much propaganda. They're turning into this another Tiananmen Square thing where they're just trying to cover up as much because there's so much shit they're still not telling us.
Yeah, of course.
And they've been throwing out all this propaganda to say that the coronavirus actually started in America.
Yeah.
And then they brought it over to China.
Yeah.
And then again,
sure.
no one out here in this part of the world are believing that shit.
Yeah.
But I know the Chinese people with all the power that the government over there's got.
But the thing is, though, the Chinese government's pretty scuffed.
Oh yeah,
Just saying, they're
it's
very
a
dodgy.
a totalitarianistic piece of shit. Yeah, they're giving out loans to poor nations to do it.
It's just so much shady stuff going on.
It's just whatever they can do so it doesn't look like it's their fault. But I hate to say, but okay, it started in your country.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's just we're just calling it. It was it's a virus that started in China.
Yeah.
So it's the China.
See, that's
virus,
why he's trying to say it's the China virus.
But I guess he's
guess.
he basically was bringing that word into it just because because you're just hearing Corona.
Yeah.
But
Change it to Bud Light, bro.
Yeah.
Corona sales are going down. Get the Bud Light in it, bro. Bud Light's worse. Nah, but seriously, I feel bad for the actual Corona company.
I love
They have
Corona, man. They are the
A dip.
that's my favorite lager, bro.
Yeah,
it's
so
good shit.
Little bit of lemon.
Bit of lemon.
Little lemon in it.
Yeah.
So good.
That's
I
it.
still drink it now.
Exactly.
So
But
But
I've
I
probably
don't
been
understand-
drinking more, just not because of the Corona. I've just so happened to be drinking more.
But it's just nice.
I even bought a T-shirt that says Corona Extra on it. Fight me. But it's it would have been worse if it
Sue me, take me to court. Nah,
It'd be worse
but
if it didn't have extra
don't actually do that.
written on it.
Yeah.
We don't have any money.
Yeah, we don't have money. Don't actually do that. Don't take us to
But
court. But yeah, no, I get it because it's called the coronavirus, but also those two aren't related at all.
yeah,
If you've got a brand, you can pick shit the two. They've got this. The name's it's scary, but they're not related at all. how many Coronas have I drank and I have not caught the virus?
Actually, that was
Yeah.
a joke. That was a joke your mum made yesterday when she's like, I don't think he's got the coronavirus. He may have had plenty of coronas in his system, but yeah. He hasn't
Do you
got the
know
virus
you
in
know
his
how
system.
she was making that joke yesterday? There was a
Yeah.
lady watching us from a distance, like freaking out as if I had the coronavirus. So while Mum was making those jokes,
She was kind
she was
of
kind of
like,
like,
what the fuck?
"Who are these motherfuckers?"
See, I was
they
impressed how I sat with your brother yesterday
Yeah.
in the waiting room because they were like, oh, only one family member can come into the.
That was weird.
Room.
That was weird again.
It was just a doctor's office though, wasn't it?
Yes, but
I
the
mean-
thing was, I'm like, what would happen if you weren't there? What, he's gonna let my younger brother?
Yeah, just
Sit
on
out there on his own.
Yeah. I think it's just while I was there, but yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah, no, I thought it was interesting though. Your brother, really knows what's going on because I was like, oh, so what's the deal? You not at school today? And he's like, yeah, Mum's making me stay home because of the coronavirus. I thought, yeah, that's fair enough. So your school hasn't, your school hasn't had like a lockdown or something. He goes, no. Although they probably should. There's all this talk about it. I'm like, okay, yeah, but yeah, I just thought, okay, for a 10-year-old, he
Yeah.
really knows what's going on.
I've been trying to get out of him what you guys talked about for ages, and he goes, "Oh, he just brought up the coronavirus," and I was like, "He brought up the coronavirus." I was like, "That's odd." And now you tell me that he said it originally because of the school, because you said, "What have you been up to?" And he said, "Oh, should the schools, whatever."
Hey, and you've been interrogating your brother.
No, not
Like,
interrogating.
Why the fuck were you talking about
No,
corona
no,
with Brandon?
No. I just wanted to know what you guys talked about.
Oh,
'cause,
okay.
I was.
Well, maybe
Yeah.
I'm wrong. Maybe I have the Mandela effect. Maybe didn't. Maybe I just said. Yeah, but no, I don't know. We just kind of swayed into it.
No, but yeah, I understand. He
Right.
said something about the Olympics. You said you guys spoke about the Olympics.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
It's
we
on
talked about
stage
the
as
Olympics.
well.
Yeah. We should get him on the podcast sometime. He's got some ideas. No,
Yeah.
we were just talking about.
When
Yeah,
he's
we
older.
were just talking about the Olympics, and then I was saying, yeah, that's right. They're in Tokyo this year. Then we're like, yeah, they're because actually. I don't know, man. Stop cross-examining him, sir. The man's in pain. Yeah.
Oh
I
man,
don't know. We just started talking. Maybe I did bring it up. I'm sorry, Adam,
No,
if you're
it's
watching this years from now,
He's
and
not.
you still got a grudge against me. He goes, he started the Corona talk, not me.
He started the No, that's fine. I don't mind. I just wanted to know what you guys were talking about. I was just curious. I was like,
Like,
hey,
what would a 10-year-old
what are you
know?
talking? Yeah, that's exactly. I was hoping he didn't like chew your or talk your ear off about
No.
Fortnite or something.
No. Oh, we didn't even talk about Fortnite. No.
Good, because I was. Just
If anything,
hoping
I
he
was
didn't
probably
talk
talking
about
his
that.
ear off.
Oh,
Wouldn't
he's
shut the
talking
fuck
about all
up.
the dumb stuff. Exactly.
No, I wouldn't
Wait,
shut the fuck
oh,
up.
I thought you said
Yeah.
he wouldn't shut the fuck up. I was
No.
like, I know, right? That's what I deal with every day. But like, yeah.
But
It's it's interesting stuff.
Because
But
that's the problem. Coronavirus, it's the topic of discussion. It's just such a...
we can't help it but
great
talk about
thing.
it because it's
That's it.
the thing that's talked about right
Yeah.
now. And I mean, it also feels good to get it off my chest as
Mm.
well, and just kind of discuss my opinions, and then other people can listen to what I believe and what you
That's it.
believe about it as well. It just, I don't know, and then it could also help other people listening to us talk about it if they agree with us at the same time.
Mm.
So yeah, it's pretty. I think it's nice, a good thing to listen to.
Yeah,
It's better than listening to the news
that's for sure.
because I mean we're exploring both sides of the.
You're all gonna die.
Yeah, you're all gonna
Yeah.
die.
All
Just,
that kind of
give
shit. Just
up, man.
accept it. Yeah, exactly. Because that's all you're getting from the fucking news.
that's what it is. Yeah.
So we need to take drastic measures.
It's just buy your toilet paper now. You're going to.
Although at
die.
least ScoMo's,
Look me in the eyes. See
telling
that
people to
dead
stop.
man.
Yeah,
That's sorry. That wasn't meant to be threatening.
but it was.
Video
There's
viewers.
nothing non-threatening about that.
Yeah, that's true. I wasn't meant to be threatening. I was just meant to be, informing you like the media
Nice man.
was. But ScoMo, dude, he's not doing the right things.
You think so?
I mean, I'm not in the right place to be talking, but like when the bushfires were a thing, I mean, he could have done something, but he went to
Fucked off to
Hawaii,
Hawaii. Yeah,
and it's like, okay, bro, and then
But
he
see, I
forced
feel like-
handshakes with like victims.
that was funny. But I mean, not the victim, but it was funny. Yeah.
yeah.
But see, I feel like at least him and Donald Trump, like, they at least, were like the first countries to really like, all right, we got to just,
Yeah, yeah.
close off the borders. They'll be like, yep,
Yeah, but
all right.
ScoMo
It
didn't
was a
do
good
it until like recently for the borders.
yeah. But what other countries have done it recently? All I'm saying is, at least he's
Yeah.
actually, you know, they got onto it right away
That's true. Yeah.
to
yeah,
attempt.
Yeah.
Just look at fucking Italy right now. They are
Yeah.
fucked.
Bad, bro.
Yeah, they've had like I think
Hey.
3,000 people dead now over
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Like a week ago, the total was 3,000.
yeah.
You know, and that was But you know,
Yeah.
and at least you know, I think we're taking the right measures now to, you know, kind of set up. Maybe you know, I don't know, maybe a quarantine thing would do all right, but
I think it probably would do actually a good idea because then you can stop the virus in its tracks.
well, I mean,
kinda.
in Sydney right now, I think a lot of people are doing that at the moment.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Because that has happened now over there.
But yeah. But also, since this is going on, it's also hard to find jobs
Yeah.
because people don't want to like. There goes the camera. But people, you know, don't want to like hire you because of the whole like thing that's going on. So that's always fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know.
But yeah, because I don't think I spoke about this in episode 2, but yeah, like Coles right now are looking for
People.
5,000 new employees to do like night fill and stuff. I thought, yeah, that'd be great.
But
You
isn't
know?
it like 37,000?
Yeah, 37,000, probably 40,000 now applicants. You know, although I put mine in like 2 weeks ago, so hopefully I'm, you know, before
Yeah.
they reach the rest of them. But
But it'd be hell working
Yeah.
there right now, by the way. Like, sure, it'd
well,
be good
well,
to get a
that's
job,
the thing.
but
You're having
people
a
are gonna be
whole bunch of
abusing
people.
you.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, but the fact is, you got 5,000 new employees. But okay, but are we talking about cutting down? Like, because now you got all those different regulations put in place where you can't have, you know, groups of more than 100. Now.
Yeah.
Like I've got like tomorrow night we've got a because part of the reason we're going to Queensland is because a friend of ours she's turning 50,
Yeah.
and it happening on a boathouse, and you know this has been planned for ages or whatever. But
Yeah.
I think there's some talk like we might have to like have a gap between like because I don't think there'll be over 100 people, but they are saying that we're going to have to spread like the group out,
oh, okay.
like you know
Yeah.
just keep a bit of social distancing or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, so that'll be interesting. I wonder how that'll go because it's on like a little, yeah, it's a boathouse. It's
Yeah.
a restaurant that just kind of just sits over the river, but
Yeah.
that'll be interesting. Kind of feel like because we're in Noosa on the Sunshine Coast in Noosaville, I kind of feel like it's the this 50th is probably like the youngest party they've ever had. Like
Yeah.
hosted there at the boathouse. I'm thinking,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
it's a
yeah.
very, you know, it's heaven's waiting room, man. You know, it's from an Annampara living up there. You know, just all these old people, but everyone's fit. That's the thing. Everyone's really active, healthy.
Yeah.
My pa, he's getting on the bicycle every single morning, man. Gets up at 5:30 every
It's always
day,
good. It's always
heading down to the lake,
good.
have
Doing
some.
the world gym.
That's it, hitting the world, getting out in the world gym, you know, and that's the perfect place for the world gym there. That little, you know, going along that lake because you got the bike path and that, and then you've got all these little weight machines, all these little exercise machines, you know,
Yeah.
every 50 meters, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, my pa, he's 82, and he's shit, he better turn 83. Turns 83 in 9 days, 10 days.
Really?
He's an April Fool. Oh, now this is coming out even earlier. But yeah, yeah, and he's as fit as ever, you know.
Yeah. Wow.
So that's the thing. Like the day he doesn't get up at 5:30 in the morning and gets on that push bike, that's when, you know,
yeah.
that's when you start getting old.
So.
Yeah. So got to give a happy birthday shout out now.
Yeah.
I mean,
gotta shout out.
although it's a few days late because this will come out on Sunday.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the Rat King turns 40.
Yo.
Bing, 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 bing.
Bing, bing.
The Rat King, also known as Theo Von. Happy birthday, brother.
Happy birthday.
Gang, gang. Buzz,
Gang,
buzz.
gang. Happy birthday.
The King
to-
and
I'm
the
not gonna sing
Sting.
it, but yeah.
Brandon Schaub as well, 37. Turned 37 yesterday. Happy birthday to you, my friend.
Happy birthday.
Keep up the good shit.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Well, I think that about does it for this. This episode.
This episode, yeah.
Next episode, or the emergency episode.
Emergency
I don't
episode
know.
will be up
That'll
next.
probably be the next one.
Yeah, most likely.
We're not going to talk about the coronavirus.
No,
Just
we
if you're
promised. We
sick of
promised.
hearing
If you're
it.
sick, which you probably are. I mean, this is the third episode. I mean,
Yeah.
I know we didn't talk about it as much in the second
But this
episode,
one's
but
been very
yeah.
orientated.
And
around
by
it.
the time this comes out, who knows? Maybe the coronavirus. Maybe there's a cure now.
been cured. Yeah.
Yeah. Is
So,
there a
yeah.
cure?
If there isn't, it's still fine.
Yeah,
Get up
that's
every
fine.
day.
It could get worse.
Have a
but,
shower.
you know,
Get changed.
yeah. Wash your
Be
hands.
active. Exercise.
Yeah. Well, by the
Wash
time
your-
this comes,
wash your
let's
hands
see.
in
Maybe there is. Well, yeah, by Sunday, maybe there is a quarantine put in place. So,
Yeah.
just don't leave your house if you don't need to.
Yeah.
Keep social distancing. Face mask, they say they won't really do much.
I still wear them
You know.
anyway, but just wash your hands. You
Wash
dirty pig.
Dirty pig.
You dirty pig. Yeah.
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 Oh, sex education. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember you showed me it the other day, but I forgot where it was. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
You
All right,
dirty
well,
pig.
Thank you
But,
for
yeah.
joining this episode.
The
episode
Skeptic
3,
and the
3.
Dude. Yep, episode 3 of The Skeptic and the Dude. No, it's 3. There's
Oh, yeah.
the German 3.
The German 3.
You know. Tell someone
Little
that's
shout
safe
out to
save a
people
life.
who actually know what we're doing. You guys are legends. 'Cause
They
you've seen
should
the
all.
movie.
Yeah. Good people.
Good people. But anyway, yeah. So next episode we'll be talking about not the coronavirus.
Coronavirus. Just telling cool stories. Just chilling out.
Yeah, cool
having a good
stories,
time.
cool funny stories.
Yeah, we'll make sure it's good. All right, boys.
All right.
And girls.
And
All
people.
right. All right, people. Been
All
to
right,
an
people.
all boys school.
People is better.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Damn it.
We're out.